noise they do. Let's get this iron. I think the map I chose was 2 more civilizations. Oh. Okay. He heard me say that I'm not going to come to Brazil, and he probably got pissed because of that. He did not like my comments saying that I would not be visiting Brazil. Just gotta look up. Yeah, Viga real quick. I don't know what else I can build right now. Oh, I guess there's quarries I can still make.
Normal people believe that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Engineers believe that if it ain't broke, it doesn't have enough features yet.
Thanks, Scott Adams.
Normal people believe...
Is that the guy who wrote Dilbert? Sounds like some shit he would say. Fun fact about that guy, the guy who wrote Dilbert. Actually, 2 fun facts about him. Fun fact number 1. This one's the actually fun one. My uncle, he builds like custom homes in the Bay Area. Oh, I clicked on that. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, he builds custom homes there. And he like built his own and several others for family members and like other people that we know. But it was maybe like, oh god, I don't know, like 6 or 7 years ago that he built one for the guy who writes Dilbert, like he and his wife. And after my uncle did that, because I don't know if he lives in Southern California or like the Bay Area. Anyway, he lives in California, the writer of that, and I guess he like gave my uncle like all this merch and stuff. So my uncle just has this like just shelf of just like Dilbert merch in his office at his house down there. It's nuts. Like he has like a custom drawing from the guy that's like framed. That's like the outline of the house with like Dilbert and Dogbert standing out in front of it. And it says like, thanks for building our home or designing it or whatever. And it's like signed and everything by him. And then he also has like Dilbert plushies, and he like just gets all this stuff from this guy. It's nuts. And then I guess the not fun fact about him is that he's a gigantic Trump supporter. And that he also like, I don't know, he like denies a bunch of shit. Like, I don't know if he's a COVID denier. I don't follow him on Twitter. Apparently his Twitter is like nuts. Just like the shit he says on there. But God, yeah, a lot of people, I remember a lot of people when they found that out, they were just like, oh my God, like my favorite comic creator is a Trump supporter and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, I don't know anybody else who like read Dilbert as a child, but you know, all that kind of stuff. Also, speaking of people who are deniers of things and stuff like that, I recently learned, and I couldn't find this from a journalistic source, I found it from Twitter, so I'm just, you know, taking it with a grain of salt. But I learned that the PogChamp guy, I forget his name, it's like, yeah, I forget his name. Not important right now, but I guess he's like a huge like COVID denier and like all that. He also, I learned this too, he also hates the PogChamp meme, apparently. Like he just is like, oh, it's like the worst thing I've ever done. I hate I hate it. I regret doing it so much.
Sira angodohi pasir ikang luwih alit. Kawigaten pro pranaya ikan lan ingaranan ahayu.
What? Okay. Yeah, but I guess he like absolutely hates it. So somebody on, I think it was like TikTok, they were proposing that instead of just like normally, like just going about the normal way of cancellation for people, that instead people just plaster just pogchamp just absolutely everywhere.
It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves.
Cool. Yeah, but she was like, oh, we should just plaster it everywhere. So you just make him absolutely miserable seeing it everywhere. Like all this shit. And I was like, that's kind of actually a funny way to get back at something like that. Because I guess it's not that common when, you know.
I'd imagine the whole world as one big machine. Machines never come with any spare parts, you know. They always come with the exact amount they need.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was really unique kind of take on that. Just, you know, just absolutely plaster it everywhere. Make his life fucking miserable by seeing the thing he hates so much just everywhere. Yeah, they said he was a Trump supporter too, but like, I couldn't find any real evidence of that, so that's why I'm a little hesitant to accept that. Plus, it was like from Twitter too, so I'm just also like, you know, how true can it be? It's just coming from Twitter. I think there was a tweet from him, like about that, saying COVID's not like as big of a deal as it should be, because he's like, the numbers are going down. Check all this out, blah 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 blah, and he like left a, you know, a little thing, a little like one of those graphs where it's like all the lines going up and then they come down.